Hey friends, how are y'all doing? Okay, let's start this weekly vlog out with a can we talk? Do you ever have those times, those things that happen that you're just like, I can't believe this. I totally have to talk about this and share this with my family. This happened to me Saturday. It is Monday. I'm running some errands for work. I went to Albertsons. Into our other office that we're no longer at. But what I have to tell you actually happened on Saturday. Nick and I were running errands. We stopped in Whataburger for a late lunch. It was probably around 1:30, 1:45. We were not near our house. We were going across town somewhere. And since it was late, there was only like 2 different people in there. And then the workers. So Whataburger, if you don't have one, it is just this awesome burger place. So it's set up, square. You come into the side or you come into the back, and then all this area's tables, and then the cashier and the grill and everything is right here at the front, right? So right before us, there was a lady. I would say she was probably in her mid-20s, and she had 2 kids with her. One was a little boy about 5, 6 years old, and the other was a baby girl, probably about 18 months old. And if that old, yeah, probably about 18 months old. So she goes and sits in this far corner over here. It's the furthest point away from the cash register, right, where you order, but it's only 2 doors or 2 tables down from this back door, or front door, however you look at it. So she sits over there. Nothing unusual, except it's been cold here. Now, Saturday was a little warmer. Was it Saturday? Maybe it was Sunday. It was Sunday, not Saturday. Sunday was a little warmer than it has been, but it was still, you either still needed to have a nice big sweater or hoodie on, and no, none of them did. The lady, the 2 kids, she just had on a regular long sleeve, long shirt dress with leggings, and the little boy was dressed in just a long sleeve t-shirt and pants. The little girl had on pants and a shirt, no socks, no shoes, no jacket, no blanket. She didn't have a diaper bag. She didn't have a purse. She just had a wallet. Okay? This all just strikes me as odd as I'm watching what's going on. What happened while we were there, we took our time eating and chatting and talking, and my oldest son called me. He was on his way into work, and I'm talking to him as all this is going on, and I actually start telling him what is happening because I can't believe it. So on 3 different occasions, this lady got up from her table with this little 5 or 6 year old little boy and walks up to the cashier with the little boy. Only the little boy. She left the baby girl in the high chair at the table. At the table that's way over here, and the cashier is way up here. Not only did she do that once, she did that twice. And as she is up there at the cash register, as moms, when you got a couple of kids, sometimes you do that thing where you stand sideways so that you can kind of try to watch both, at the same time. I'm of the mindset that your kids are never out of arm's reach of you. That's just how I am. Maybe I'm a helicopter parent. I don't know. That's how I am, especially when they're little. She's a baby, okay? She can't weigh that much. So the lady goes up to the cash register twice. I don't know what she wanted one time. I think she ordered something additional. And then the second time she wanted honey mustard. I heard her say honey mustard. And she kind of was expecting them to charge her for it. Because she started to pull out money and they told her, no, just take it. Now, while she was standing there, she didn't do that sideways mom thing that you turn sideways to try to watch both of your kids. She turned and faced the cashier straight forward, and there was no cashier there the second time. She was busy because it was slow, so they had her doing some other things. This one turns y'all crooked. So she had to wait a few minutes, And she stood there at the cash register with her back to the baby. She is 2 tables away from that back door. She is not watching that child. She can't see her. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching the baby. And I'm watching her as she stands there just at the cash register, just waiting for someone to come up. Little boy standing there right beside her, waiting for someone to come up, as if there's nobody else that's with them that they have to pay attention to. She turned her back on that baby. And you see it in the cashier's eyes that she sees the same thing that I'm doing, because she comes up and you see her look at the lady and ask if she can help her, and while she's asking her, she's looking at the lady and then she's looking at the baby, and she's just kind of going back, and you see her computing the same thing that I am, that she left that baby back there alone. For one, the baby couldn't have been that heavy, right? And I didn't see her walk into the restaurant. I just seen her putting the baby in the high chair over there, so she obviously can lift her. Even that, the high chair, you could have pushed the high chair, around with you. So I told you she left the table 3 times, right? The 3rd time, she took the little boy to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom with the little boy and left that baby at the table alone. Seriously. She was worried about the little boy walking through the restaurant, back and forth to the cashier twice, and going to the bathroom by himself, which still terrifies me, and Nick is 11 years old, to let him go to the bathroom alone, and he's as big as me, because there's such sick people in this world. But your 18-month-old that can be picked up and walked out, I had time, if I was that horrible of a human being, to walk over there, pick that baby up, and walk out to my car, and she would never, ever have known. I was just appalled and stunned. I'm on the phone to my son, and I'm talking, and I'm in mid-conversation, and I got to tell you what's going on. And I sit here now, and I'm like, I didn't say anything. I was telling my son, I go, this is a situation that I would probably report her, but who do you report her to? Is she the mom? Is she just maybe a random person that, the mom goes, hey, watch the kids for me for a few minutes? I couldn't tell you. I didn't hear a conversation to know if they called her mom or, Aunt Sue or, sister, whatever. I don't know the situation. I was just appalled at the fact that she left that little girl alone in the high chair 3 times, completely alone, not even watching her while she is standing away from her, and to go into the bathroom with the little boy and to leave the baby there. I was just completely flabbergasted, just completely appalled of someone doing this. And I sit here now and I'm like, I should have said something. As far as the thought through my head was like, who do you call and report something like this to? But, I'm in a restaurant. It's a Sunday. It's not like, there's any place a police officer isn't going to do anything, by the time they would get there, she's probably going to be gone. Now, they took a long time. We sat there and we had burgers and fries, and Nick had a shake. We sat there and ate our meal. And talked and, chatted with my oldest son for a while. And so we took our time there. And when we left, she was still sitting there with those kids. Now, thankfully, she was sitting back down. And, everybody was okay. But that's just not me. And like I said, maybe I'm just that overprotective parent that I don't ever let my kids get out of my line of vision. I don't ever let them get without, arm's reach away from me, especially when they're little kids, especially when they're babies. Had she been young, like maybe she was 15, 16 years old, and it was obvious she was babysitting, maybe I would have, went over and go, hey, sweetheart, don't turn your back on that little girl. Somebody can come in and steal her. But I sit here and I'm like, why would that justify it? Regardless, this lady had to be mid-20s. And why didn't I say something? Why didn't I go over, and make a comment? Even if trying to be nice about it, with, oh, be real careful walking away from your baby. You're so close to that door. Why didn't I say something? Why did I not say anything? It bothers me now that I didn't. Have you ever been in a situation like that? Have you ever watched that show? Did you guys watch that show that was on TV for a while? They would create a scenario in a restaurant or in a public place, and they would wait to see if people would say something. One of those was actually shot in my area at a restaurant that I go to. Most of them were like of someone being insanely rude or something. But I feel like it was that situation, and I failed. I didn't say anything. I let this woman turn her back on a baby 3 times. There wasn't enough people there for a camera crew, so they were set up, incognito. But have you ever been in a situation like that? Or if you were in this situation, would you have said something? Or would you just have sat there and just, like me, just can't believe what you're seeing, that someone would leave a baby by themselves. Granted, it wasn't for like 5 or 10 minutes, but we're talking, a good, minute, 30, 45 seconds the first time, maybe a good 45 seconds to a minute the second time, and probably a good minute and a half, the time that she let the little boy go into the bathroom. I don't think it would have been over 2 minutes, but 2 minutes is a long time. Let 2 minutes go by. 2 minutes is a long time to leave a baby alone. Okay, that's my Can We Talk. Chat with me down below. Let me know, am I crazy? Am I just a helicopter parent? Is it Tammy Chill? I know Whataburger has on their windows "In God We Trust," and I know, but that doesn't mean you can trust everybody in the world, regardless of where you're at. I don't, Okay, I'm gonna stop because I'm just appalled. So let me know what you think, and I'll either put this separate in a Can We Talk, and we'll do this on a regular basis, or I'll add this in with a vlog. I don't know. Either way, guys, have a great day. Remember to thank God for today, because it truly is a gift. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.